Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as the Defect on Ascension 10. This is Act 3 versus Donu and Deka. In Act 1 we kind of squirreled up on some Frost Orbs and then got a lot of Frost Orb slots and focus, along with the data disk there and bias cognition. Did get in early orange pellets for the bias cognition, as well as a core surge at the end to help. So we're very much invincible. We have artifact, we have block, lots of it. In Act 2 we picked up some claws, since most of our focus scaling was for defense purposes, so that's our win condition. And then we also got creative AI, because with the orange pellets and being able to recycle all of our attacks and skills, we could basically have infinite wiping of all debuffs, so we truly are invincible. And to drive that point home, we also have Torrent Ornithopter, the Blood Vial, Meal Ticket, so lots of sustain, including the self-repair you see here. When I took Creative AI, when I took the Mutagenic Strength, I wasn't even thinking about how orange pellets, we could just wipe the debuff. But that's a thing as well. And then if we do get hit, we have the Centennial Puzzle to draw a card. Fusion Hammer gives us extra energy. Shovel still gives us stuff to do at rest sites. So let's get started. Unfortunately, we have no keys yet, so our path is going to be somewhat locked in, which is a little unfortunate because it looks like this is a relatively inferior path, but it's the one we have to take. Okay. Power, skill, attack. So we get to keep our mutagenic strength. And we have bias cognition, which is enough block for now. That gives us enough block, so let's go ahead and put the creative AI down. Because that's our priorities, basically. Get the capacitor down, get the creative AI down, and just claw our opponent to death. While we have enough frost orbs and such to do everything we gotta do. I'll go ahead and consume Zap Glacier, just to make sure we have enough block moving forward. And now it's just gonna be playing our card draws and claws till the cows come home. Static Discharge would actually get in our way as far as Frost Orbs, as would that one power that says every time you play a power, generate a Frost Orb. Storm, I guess it's called. So, I didn't think about that when I took the Creative AI. But that's okay, because this fight is over. Defrag Plus. We already have lots of sources of focus, and we also have creative AI. I'm thinking the recycle might actually be more important to us. Some of the longer fights we've had, we basically get set up and just leave our orbs sit. So dual cast is a card we're not going to need, obviously defend and strike. But I'm thinking more in terms of status cards. And also cards like Sweeping Beam, which usually we don't need this paltry AoE, so if we get it out of our deck, it's like it's permanently drawing us a card without having to spend the energy on it. So I think I like the Recycle Plus here over the Defrag Plus. Find some potions. Liquid Memories is usually a good one. Glacier Consume. If we pass up Creative AI, we could then drink it to put it into play for free. Seems kinda niche. This plays well with the orange pellets, obviously, although strength's not terribly important to us. This is definitely redundant. And I think this helps us get creative AI into play. So would Liquid Memories. Fine. At this point, it comes down to card and energy advantage. And that's what our current potion set does for us. Well, we definitely... Defrag, Sweeping Beam. Nice. 13. Okay, we'll go it here. Alright. That might have been able to be played a little bit better, but probably isn't going to matter. We get to keep our mutagenic strength. That probably also doesn't matter too much. 8 and 12 seems to fit here fine. Blessing of the Forge, probably not very helpful. Cool-headed would be a way of adding a skill into our deck for orange pellet balance with creative AI. It would also be a way of giving us an extra way of generating frost when you consider storm and electrostatic discharge, putting too many lightning orbs into our array. Don't know how big of a problem that's going to be. My main concern is that we can't upgrade it, and Cool-Headed is a card I love when you can upgrade it. Boy, I could see taking it, and I could see not. My main concern is the ability to get Capacitor into play ASAP. We have so many sources of focus that just being able to play more is important, and any card we add detracts from that to some extent. Oh yeah, Blessing of the Forge. I was wondering why there was 2 items being passed up on. You were not supposed to be a hallway fight, sir. Found the Capacitor. Okay, I guess we don't get to keep our mutagenic strength. Capacitor, creative AI, chill. Now it's just a matter of, ooh, he put debuffs on us. I don't like that. So we are looking for a skill. We found one, good. There it is. And now we need to focus on survivability. Looks like we're going to be taking a fair amount of damage here. I guess it's going to have to be okay. This exhausts, and self-repair also gets out of our rotation. But self-repair is a power. I don't know if that means it's more worth putting into play or not, or the other way around. Alright, so we can go ahead and recycle Strike. Defrag. Zap Glacier. Make sure we get the loop in there. Claw. I don't see a need to dual cast here. If we did dual cast, a Frost Orb would be up front for the loop. And that might be a thing. How hard do you hit? Sometimes he hits for 30 or 5 per turn, kind of like Book of Stabbing. I think we're fine for now. It says 5 times 2 and it's turn 3, so it must not include turn 1 in that count. Heat Sinks would help us recycle claws more quickly. So let's see. Draw cards. Consumes pretty good. Let's go ahead and recycle Hello World. It allows us to draw a card here. Wow. Okay, now we get the Frost Orb up front. which is going to start mattering slightly more. Now we'll have 48 black next turn at least, evoking an orb for more. That's plenty. I'll just go ahead and Echo Form Self-Repair here. Whoops. Yeah, I still think that's the play. Our orbs are fine as they are. So let's get these into play. We could do this. Now this. Looking for our zeros. Found one. Do we want to put a lightning orb up front? We're not really closing the fight in, so I'll say no. Echo Form in play now. I don't remember if that works on Claw. So I'm going to find out here. It says 11. You play it double, and now this one says 15. So yes, it does. That's quite good. Might be better, might be not, I don't know. Echo Form's ethereal anyway, so this doesn't do anything useful anyways. Now we can start closing in for the kill. We can... Yeah, if we're closing in for the kill, we can get rid of our frosty stuff and start playing our lightning stuff. Get out of here. Alright, so we heal there, we're going to heal there. Nope, none of these. None of those. Hey, this is where perpetual orange pellets will come into play. He could do this multiple times. So we're looking for a power. Did not find one. Alright, so we might have to try and clear our debuffs next turn. Found them. So power, skill, attack. Now we can go ahead and put that into play too, because we don't have enough black right now, so... Unfortunately, the self-repair does not counteract that. Okay, going to have to skip Creative AI this pass, which is unfortunate. But we're in a good shape now, so I'm okay with it. This is not the kind of fight that we necessarily need Creative AI anyways. We already have the artifact up. Oh, and look, we get it anyways. And then I guess I'll play the compile driver, mostly looking for claws. So that was fine too. Haha. We're invincible, did you not know? We are going in for the kill, which means we don't need Glacier anymore. Attack potion. It would be good for this, but otherwise, no. Again, these are 3 ways to get Creative AI. Now, Go for the Eyes would be another way, another card kind of like Chill, to help us bridge the gap until we do get set up. I also like it alongside Recycle Plus, because then it means we're more likely to have any fight into a perpetual weakness. So I think I'll take that as we go into our burning elites, which is burning in the way of healing, which is actually not that scary. No card draw and no power, so we do lose the mutagenic strength, which is fine. Exhaust. Exhaust. Fills us up, which is good enough. We could go ahead and pop the lightning orb while he's not intangible, but I think I like the idea of keeping the diversity here for the... Oh yeah, I forgot that that worked that way. So it doesn't work with the degrading debuff, but temporary debuffs like the flex potion and this when it goes to go away, it will check if you have an artifact, and then the artifact consumes it. There is no skills here, which means we are going to degrade for 1 turn, but we do have to go for the eyes. Brings it down to 15, which means we can block it all. Skill and attack. So creative AI, power, skill, attack. I'm not thrilled about losing our lightning orb, but getting the creative AI down without, or getting the creative AI down and removing the focus decay was important to me. I don't think a second creative AI is worthwhile, so we probably just recycle that. Can do that and that. Maybe recycle before the shuffle would have been sensible. Okay. Yeah, because recycle is one of those cards where the more it recurs, the better. Well, yeah, especially when we got do we have burns in the yeah, we do. Okay, so yeah, it definitely would have been helpful. Echo form is quite good though. We do not have enough block though, so we're gonna have to forego the echo form, I think. We can consume Zap Glacier. That gives us plenty. Bye-bye echo form. That's funny. Why are we drawing a clause on the turn where he's intangible? It's a shame. That's okay. We do have a healthy assortment of lightning orbs as well. Jeez, we need to recycle these burns. We're not doing it fast enough. Whew, that's bad. But this is good. Got plenty of block, I think. Yep. Could have used one of these to get the echo form into play now that I think about it. That might have been worthwhile. We've got all the block we need. I didn't see the need to play Glacier there. This might be lethal here, especially since we left that up front. Alright, with Loop, I definitely think a Frost Orb up front is called for. Hey, look what I found. Nice. Is that enough for lethal? It is not. That's going to have to be okay. Oh wait, it is, because of the second orb. The, Storm. Okay, Toxic Egg. A little on the late side, but maybe we still get some value out of it. Don't need the Dexterity Potion. Loop Plus. The loop we had was generated by Creative AI. With this much focus, Loop is amazing. If nothing else, if we can leave a Frost Orb parked up front, Loop Plus means that we get some block at the start of our turn, which allows us to offset B to the heart. So that's why I consider that to be a must. I shouldn't say a must, but very, very useful to have at least one of, because if nothing else, it'll help you in the B to the heart. Okay, so I took the red key there, because we just got the green key, and we're about to get the blue key. That way none of that gets overlooked, because I'm flapping my jaw here. No! No, that's not worth it at all, I don't think. This is another thing that I think is worth more earlier. So there's that. Madness Plus to make Consume or Glacier. We're actually not playing this that often, or this actually. And it's too few cards even among the small enough deck, so nope. That one I published where I had the 2 Madness Pluses, that was a lot of fun though, so definitely has its place. Wow, okay. So we're going to be doing a lot of this, I guess. Kind of want to attack him while we can, but also want to not get blown up on. Damn. So short. Ugh, that's rough. Power, skill, attack. Now we're good. Which is good, because these guys are flooding our deck, and that sucks. So it's nice that we were able to get the orange pellet value for our last cognition. Power, skill. Gives us enough block to attack here. And now the fight should come to an end. Sure would be nice if we could find our capacitor. Creative AI. That's not our capacitor, but it gives us something to do while we're drawing all these dazed. Yes, yes, we get it. Dazed all day. Skill, power, attack. Sadly, we don't actually have anything to wipe. But that's okay. Doesn't matter. Drawing an extra card per turn will help, no doubt. Defrag, okay. Can't really afford to play this card, though. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okie doke. I mean, we could have played it and triggered the Centennial Puzzle and drawn that many more cards off of it, but this will win us the fight. It's just a question of how quickly. There's Loop, so Loop will help us as far as being able to attack this guy at will. So let's do this. And there we go. We've done a poor job of populating our orb slots. But now it won't matter. Double Loop means we get 22 heat sinks. Well, the second one will draw us a card, so it's another dazed. Woohoo! That is hilarious. 16. Capacitor. Definitely don't need that. Let's do this. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Nope, can't do it. Want to do it. Can't do it. Let's do this, and that way we can do this, and now we can do that. And he's dead anyway, so I don't even know what I'm worried about. I knew that if I was going to run like that, like struggle, 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 and then bam, it's just over. Scrape plus when we have recycle, go for the eyes, claws. Tempting. That's actually tempting. Because once we're all set up, look, we want to see this, we want to see these, want to see that, that's kind of the reason. Probably not, though. Probably not. Dig. Baboot. Okay. Fairly useless. Although Dono and Deca do put on armor, so there's that. Alright, Core Surge on our... Not that it matters, because we do have power, skill, attack. Oh, whoops. Should have played the defend first for the slow. Oopsie. So we got the orange pellets value, which means we get to keep our artifact charge, which is nice, because he's trying to debuff us. So we got... we're invincible, is what it comes down to. It really is. Capacitor and creative AI are too important to us. That said... If we want to go for some block here, we really ought to bias cognition and consume. We don't have any attacks. Alright, I think we have to do it this way, just to get as much block as we can. So, creative AI is going to have to wait for the next pass. But that pass will come sooner because we get Centennial puzzled here. He is attacking, so that's good. There we go. We're populated. Skill, power. Let's go ahead and recycle strike. Attack. Let's do this one first. We might draw other skills. Guess not. Oof. Have to pass on that. For shame. There we go. That's not so bad. Loop set on lightning for now. Might have to change that up here before too long. No, I'll do a cast there. There we go. Now we're ready for anything. We have a lot of block every single turn. We can just claw them up. Power. Don't zap here for the Frost Orb loop. It is sad that we didn't get to play the compile driver, because when we are in claw mode we kind of want to play our cards that say draw every single time. Creative AI finally gets down, that's nice. Don't want to consume again. I will go ahead and play the defend for the slow here. There we go. Now we are truly invincible and scaling. Always want to play the draw cards. Recycle dual cast. Sure. Alright. Yep, I think we're in a very good position. Creative AI would make a great recycle target. And look at all this card draw and stuff. Nice. Let's do that first. Okay. Zap Cold Snap puts us back to where we want for that. We can do this for the card draw. We are scaling. Oh, again, I could have played the defend for slow. Guess it doesn't matter. This fight's over. Another creative AI being offered. Bop, 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 bop. A smiling mask. Oops. Don't need the fear bias cognition, sure. We literally are an orange pellets machine, so we'll take every single bias cognition that gets offered. We are literally an orange pellets machine. And have been for some time. Alright, so power, skill, attack. Should have done the attack first just in case we had drawn bias cognition. We did not, so did not need the dual cast to make the numbers. Just a reminder, this fight, attack and defense are kind of the same thing, so we just need numbers, if that makes sense. And we're definitely going to start getting numbers with this loop plus here, so there's that. So yeah, 12, 17 is not 24, which means we should be taking 7 here, which will give us Centennial puzzle value and give our self-repair something to do. There is creative AI. Skill and attack costing 0 is good, because that means we can get our creative AI down. We're going to have to recycle Cold Snap, though, which is not fun, but we do still have Glacier. And hopefully... Oh! If I had done this in a different order, we could have gotten this bias cognition involved as well. Or not, I'm not sure. The skill... we would have had to play the bias cogs first, recycle, claw, and then creative AI. That's the solution there. Oops. We're not taking damage though, so it's okay. We get this, and this, and that, and this, and now we're just making numbers all day long, which is all we have to do here. Three loop, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. We haven't even drawn our cards yet, and he's been neutered. It's nice. We might as well do this, because it's worth the most. So now when we claw, compile driver, he explodes. We'll just throw that in because we can. Why is it that we're kind of slow on most fights, but with this fight... Well, I guess because we don't actually have to care about mitigation, that's why. We are invincible. Recursion would be a way to add a skill for pellets purposes, but I don't think it's wise. We're better off keeping a thinner deck. We'll get here. Turnip, we are invincible. You can't debuff us. You can't hurt us. Alright, so he creates armor and puts dazed into our deck. She scales their strength. I guess the dazed in the deck is what bothers us the most. So that will be our plan of attack. We have power, skill, attack, which is, yeah, I was going to say potentially problematic. That'll help keep us started, I guess. Blocks this turn anyways. Creative AI. Skill and attack. Good. We can do this and this. And now skill and attack. Orange pellets. Not quite enough block, but still real close to self-repair range, and we also get the Centennial puzzle. So this brings us to our capacitor that much quicker, which is what we want. Oh, and we were gifted one on top of it, so that's nice. We do that there. We would recycle Sweeping Beam. No, Strike's fine. Strike's fine. This will go to whoever's attacking, whether it affects them or not. We'll do that because we have the energy for it. Bias cog. Yeah, kind of have to. Not quite enough block. And we do have active decay. Still quite good, though. We're actually, when you consider the blood vial, and also keep in mind at the start of Act 4, we are going to be hitting a shop. So we are well within... Wow. Echo Form is being competed against. No. These 3 cards are all too important. 30, not quite enough. So what I'm going to do is I will dual cast here just so we have enough, and now we have Loop Plus on a Frost Orb. Hopefully we can start populating these. Obviously the Echo Form would have gone a long way towards that with the Glacier. Heat Sinks will help us get through the deck, that's for sure. As well. Scale it up. Alright, 50 block seems good. Buffer is not particularly useful. Here we go. Consume Glacier goes a long way. Again, go for the eyes to whoever's attacking, even if it doesn't stick. And now, at this point, I don't think it matters if we keep a Frost Orb parked up here or not. Oops. Forgot to account for that, but this is fine. Now we're finally getting somewhere as far as, like, being offensive. You can scale all you want. Doing this mostly for the card draw. I think we can, at this point, afford to not have a Frost Orb up front. We have 60 passive currently, and this will help expedite the fight. Speak of the devil. Nice. Defrag. Dual cast. Because we can do this. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. We are an avalanche. Very slow to start, but once we get going, it's just over. Drawing 1 card off of this. Now this puts the orb back up front, which means we won't even get to play the next turn. Alright. So yeah, we're still well within the whole self-repair blood vial. And that's going to do it for Act 3. Thank you guys very much for joining me. I hope it was enjoyable for you. Let me know all about it in the comments down below, please. And I will see you guys in the final act. Take care.